Hello, everybody. It's Bill's that college football guy here with, another preview prediction video. Now we're talking about the Louisville Cardinal of the ACC. Oh my, we're into this. Well, they had a good year last year. They were 9-4 in 2024. They beat Washington in the Sun Bowl, 8-4 in regular season. And the coaching staff is back intact. Jeff Brohm's staff is back with them. Basically, Jeff Brohm's his third season at Louisville. 2 previous seasons, Louisville's been 19-8 under Jeff Brohm. He did a great job at Purdue. The staff who came over from Purdue his staff's the same one he's had for the last 3 years. Last 2 years, beginning of third season. Brian Brohm, back for his third season as offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach. Louisville was 13th in total offense last year. That was with Tyler Show at quarterback. Defensive coordinators, we have co-DCs, co-defensive coordinators. You have Mark Hagan, back for his third season as co-defensive coordinator and defensive line coach. And Ron English is back for his third season as co-defensive coordinator and secondary coach. Louisville, though, ranked 64th in total defense. Not great. No, it's kind of pedestrian, so how's going to do here? Now, should we get into the players here? Quarterbacks, you got some redshirt freshmen and freshmen. 2 of them, I think, will be battling for the backup quarterback job. We're talking Brady Allen, the redshirt junior, and Travis Egan, the redshirt sophomore. Neither of them threw for 100 yards last season, but it's best to be realistic. The job's Miller Moss is to lose. The redshirt senior transfer from USC. 233 out of 362, 2,555 yards, 18 touchdowns to 9 picks. He's going in here to have this job. It's his to lose. If he can stay consistent, man. All right. Now, running back room, there's some younger players. But the 3 with experience, all back from last year. And all of them are young. Isaac Brown, sophomore. Kewan Brown, the redshirt sophomore. And Duke Watson, sophomore. They're the top 3 rushers from last year's team. So redshirt freshmen and 2 freshmen. All 3 are back. The top 3 rushers from last year's team. Third best was Kewan Brown. 47 carries, 243 yards, 3 touchdowns. Then Duke Watson, 67 carries, 597 yards, and 7 touchdowns. But Isaac Brown's the starter, the sophomore. 165 carries, 1,173 yards, and 11 touchdowns. So the running back room is damn good. Now, wide receivers, however. This wide receiver room is solid. One of the top 2s is back, but you definitely got a transfer portal feel to this because 4 transfers come in and 3 of them contribute. How do I contribute receivers? On my list is the fact, you haven't seen the other prediction videos I've done. Can you get 10 receptions on the year? Well, 5 of the wide receivers in the wide receiver room, which legitimately there are 10 guys who got a legitimate shot, I think, at playing time in the wide receiver room. 5 of them have at least 10 catches. 3 of the 5 are transfers. So, familiarity. But the ones who don't have it, you have Terrence T.J. McWilliams, the redshirt junior transfer from Minnesota. He's the only transfer in who didn't have 10 catches last year in Minnesota. We got Chris Hughes, the redshirt sophomore. Antonio Meeks, the senior. Jaden King, the redshirt junior. Sam Young, the redshirt junior. Neither of them had 10 receptions last year either. But other receivers who are eligible here, counting the transfers, we go worst to first, 10 receptions up. Colin Lacey, redshirt senior, 18 receptions, 196 yards and a touchdown. We have next is going to be, hold on, here we have Trayshawn Hurry, this junior transfer from San Jose State. 28 receptions, 482 yards, and 2 touchdowns. After him, actually I skipped on it. Actually, it's Dakari Collins, the redshirt senior transfer from NC State. 24 receptions, 314 yards, and 2 touchdowns. We got Bobby Golden, the redshirt junior transfer from Akron. 31 receptions, 446 yards, and a touchdown. But one of the top returners from last year's squad, Chris Bell, the senior from last year's team. 43 receptions, 737 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So you have guys who made plays, but nobody outstanding. So that's a little bit of a concern here. Tight end room, it's going to be interesting because it's a 2-man battle to see who's going to be the starting tight end. I mean, you got legitimately not counting, I said, I don't count really redshirt freshmen who didn't play, freshmen, you have to have at least 10 receptions. I mean, you got C.J. Jacobson, the redshirt sophomore transfer from Utah. You've got Jaleel Skinner, the junior, who's a holdover from last year's squad. Neither one of them had 10 catches, FBS level. But the 2 we got talking about here, one's a transfer, and this transfer is probably going to be the odds are it's a starting tight end. You got Nate Kaninsky, Kaniski, the redshirt junior, holdover from last year's squad. 12 receptions, 112 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The transfer is Jacob Stewart, the senior transfer from San Jose State. 34 receptions, 287 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So nobody spectacular, but you got some guys to play there, but, it's after 2, not that much playing time. Offensive line room, it's very young, it's deep, but you got a lot of seniors. So I'm actually pretty damn happy with this offense. This is a damn solid unit. So offensively, who's the best room? The running back room. What room gives me the running back room or the offensive line room? What room gives me the most concern? Quarterback. If Miller can't perform, this team's going to have problems. One guy. But there's other teams that have had one guy. So wide receivers not having a proper go-to, can everything be elevated? So it's going to be contingent on the offense. So the offense, of the 2 units on the team, you're counting all, not the rooms, the 2 whole units, offense and defense. Offense is the one I'm most concerned with. Defense, I'm not concerned with the defense at all. I can start the defense, whether it's the defensive line, the linebackers, or the secondary. In one word, loaded. Whew, man, this is a very, very deep defensive line room. It's actually, normally you have a fact where you have not enough guys to see who's got like at least 10 tackles or whatever to contribute to be defensive line room. They got a problem. They got too many. Of the guys I think legitimately got a shot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 guys. Now we have 3, 4, 5, 6 transfers, 1 from an FCS. But, so you have transfers in the room, which in this current day and age, that's not exactly that big of a deal. But with 10 tackles or more, we're talking 6 guys and and plus an FCS one. So it's like there's only realistically on the entire defensive line room. And the FCS one made some plays too. Made a lot of plays. Like we have Wesley Bailey, the redshirt senior transfer from Rutgers, Selah Brown, the redshirt junior, who's a holdover from last year's squad, and Micah Carter, redshirt sophomore, also a holdover. They didn't have 10 tackles. Everybody else did. Now the FCS guy, Jerry Lawson, the redshirt junior transfer from Abilene Christian. It's Abilene Christian's FCS. 64 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 2 pass deflections. He's going to do something. All right. Now the ones who are the FBS level who actually made 10 tackles on this group. A lot of transfers. We're going to start at the bottom, work our way up, 10 tackles up like I've been doing. Adenija Green. I'm apologizing if I'm saying your name wrong. I apologize for that. Redshirt sophomore, 12 tackles and a sack. Going up from there, we have Renee Conga, redshirt senior holdover from last year's squad, 20 tackles and 2.5 sacks. You've got Justin Beatles, the redshirt senior transfer from New Mexico State, 20 tackles and half a sack. Going up from there, you got Jordan Garrod, the redshirt senior holdover from last year's squad, 22 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and a pass deflection. You've got Demon Clowney. Yes, that's his name, Demon Clowney, cousin of Jadeveon Clowney. The redshirt senior transfer from Charlotte, 26 tackles and 2 sacks. I love the name, Demon Clowney. Love it to death. Now, next up on the list, which is basically going to be your top 2 on the list at the FBS level. But I said the 64 from Jerry Lawson FCS. But you got Clev Lubin, the redshirt junior transfer from Coastal Carolina, 43 tackles, 9.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and 3 pass deflections. He was everywhere for Coastal. He's going to be coming in as an edge rusher. Denzel Lowry, the redshirt senior transfer from Old Dominion, on the front 4, 51 tackles and 1.5 sacks. So you got guys who can make some plays. Nobody outstanding here. You got a couple outstanding guys here, but it's going to be tough to see who's going to be in the full rotation, who's starting. It's going to be a real battle here. Linebacker room. This is by far the biggest beast room in all of them. A beast, you guys are just outstanding numbers. The secondary is no slouch either. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys who realistically got a shot in here other than redshirt freshmen and freshmen. And of the 7, we got we've got 2 transfers. We have 2 guys. TJ Capers, the redshirt sophomore, Jackson Panariello, redshirt sophomore. They didn't have 10 tackles at the FBS level. Now everybody else who did, all these guys, including the transfers, all FBS. Including 3 holdovers who are beasts. In fact, okay, worst on the team, I know who this man is. Khalid Perry, the redshirt senior transfer from Tennessee, left Tennessee, 26 tackles and a forced fumble. He's in 5th place. You watch some of the other videos, 26 is pretty damn... 5th? 4th place, Antonio Watts. Because the top 3 linebackers from last year's squad, tacklers, are back. The top 3. 4th place, Antonio Watts, the redshirt junior. One of the holdovers. 51 tackles, a forced fumble, and 3 pass deflections. Darius Thomas, the junior transfer from Western Kentucky. 3rd, 54 tackles, 4 sacks, and a forced fumble. 3rd at 54? Yeah, because the top 2... 50's his beast, right? Stanquan Clark, the junior, 2nd on the team in tackles, 76 tackles, half a sack, 2 forced fumbles, 2 picks, 2 pass deflections. Leading linebacker back, TJ Quinn, the redshirt senior, 82 tackles and 1.5 sacks. You got to be kidding me. Who's starting on this linebacker? I mean, you could go 3-4 or you go 4-3. I mean, depth everywhere. It's going to be a battle to see who gets to be the starters, because just the fact is, okay, Watts, your 51 tackles, you're back. He played at Western Kentucky. He still could get in the rotation. He may be the 4, even though he's got slightly ahead of numbers, but he had more sacks. Is he going to come in? But he's definitely going to be in the rotation, at least a 4-man rotation. Man, it's going to be some beast in this room. And then you get to the secondary. This one's also going to be, who the hell's starting? Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys. Legitimately got a shot here. We have 1 FCS transfer. But first off, we have 3 guys who are on the roster of the 11. Make sure I'm counting again right. 7, 11. Who did not have at least 10 tackles from last year's squad. Dane McCullough, the redshirt sophomore. Blake Ruffin, the redshirt senior. And Jaden Minkins, the redshirt sophomore. They didn't have 10 tackles. I'll get to the FCS guy here, which is Rodney Johnson Jr., the redshirt senior transfer from Southern. 31 tackles, a forced fumble, and a pick. Okay. Now we're going to get to the FBS guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. FBS with 10 tackles. So plus you had the SC. You had some guys here, right? Worst to first. Where is worst? Okay, worst. Joseph Jefferson II, the junior transfer from Purdue with 31 tackles. Jabari Mack, the transfer from Jacksonville State, 32 tackles, 2 picks, one of them a pick 6, and 11 pass deflections. He's 7th place. Jesus. Corey Gordon Jr., the redshirt junior transfer from Baylor, 34 tackles and 2 picks, plus 3 picks and 2 pass deflections. Next up, you got Justin Agu, the redshirt junior transfer from Louisiana, 36 tackles and 4 pass deflections. From there, we climb up to, actually, I missed Joseph Jefferson II, the junior transfer. Did I miss him? Might have missed him. We did Jabari Mack. We did that. Oh, I forgot about the top 3 in tacklers here. 3rd place, D'Angelo Hutchinson, the senior, holdover from last year's squad, 52 tackles and 3 pass deflections. Then you've got Nigel Williams, a senior transfer from New Mexico, 58 tackles, a forced fumble, and 2 pass deflections. Who's back? The safety beast from FIU, JoJo Evans, the redshirt senior, 93 tackles, a forced fumble, 2 picks, and 7 pass deflections. This defense is loaded. Compared to some of the other schools I've been doing, this defense is loaded. The offense is the issue. Can the offense not, because you're having, remember the tight ends, the offensive line there, Miller Moss coming up. Defense, I've got no worries about the Louisville defense. This defense, you're making up, you had a bad defense last year, not with this unit. This group's going to bring the pain on some people here, folks. I mean, this is going to be good. All right, done enough talking on that. Should we finally get in the schedule prediction part of this video? All right. Louisville starts off the season at home against Eastern Kentucky. This is the season opener for both schools. Last meeting was actually in 2021. Louisville won 30-3 in Louisville. They're back in Louisville. They're beating Eastern Kentucky. No shock there. Then they have a Friday night games. And by the way, if I mention this, if I don't say the date on a game, it's Saturday. If I say the date, it's other than Saturday. Home against James Madison on a Friday night. James Madison plays Weber State at home the week before. The only time these schools ever met in their history was in 2022. Louisville won 34-10 in Louisville. They're back in Louisville, so Louisville obviously is looking to go 2-0 all-time versus James Madison, and what a shock. They're going to go 2-0 versus all-time versus James Madison. Then they get a bye, really early in the year for a bye, but they get a bye. They come out of the bye at home against Bowling Green. Bowling Green plays Liberty at home the week before, which is actually Bowling Green's homecoming game. You have a bye, so Bowling Green's already behind the 8-ball. They're playing Louisville, and you've had 2 weeks. Give me a break. This is the first ever meeting between Bowling Green and Louisville. The only question is, Louisville, how bad are you going to beat the brakes off these people? So you're going to Louisville's beating Bowling Green 3-0. Now they start conference play on the road at Pitt. Pitt has a bye the week before. Uh-oh. And you play Bowling Green the week before. Last meeting was last year. Louisville won 37-9 in Louisville. So I was going like, okay, look at Pitt's roster. Because Pitt got a chance in this game. No. Louisville's winning this game. Now, could Pitt come back and make it close? Yeah, but I'm picking, they're on the road. I'm picking Louisville to beat Pitt. Then they're at home against Virginia. Virginia plays Florida State the week before. So you're one of the top 3 teams in the top 3-4 teams in the ACC. You're playing Florida State the week before. Hey, they might even beat them. Who knows? Last meeting was last year. Louisville won 24-20 at Charlottesville. So it was a close game last year. Louisville wants to redeem that and be more dominant. Yeah, they will. They'll beat Virginia. Now they get their second and final bye. So they played 5 games. 5 games. They're not going to play the final 7 in a row. And who are they playing out of the bye? On the road at the U in Coral Gables at Miami, Florida. Yes, Miami doesn't play in Miami. It plays in Coral Gables. South Miami Beach. Get this sheet up here, the correct one. Both schools actually have a bye the week before, so both schools got 2 weeks to prepare. Miami's at home. Last meeting was last year. Miami won 52-45 in Louisville. Carson Beck at home. This is going to be a damn good game. But it's a coin flip game. Who's at home? Miami. You're losing to Miami. Then you come and stay at home against Boston College. Boston College played UConn at home the week before, which was Boston College's homecoming game. Last meeting was last year. Louisville won at a close game, 31-27 at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, which is where Boston College plays. Now Boston College gets out of Massachusetts and heads over to Kentucky. They just don't have the firepower to keep up. So Louisville gets back on the winning streak and beats Boston College. And they're on the road at Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech plays Cal at home the week before, so Cal's traveled across country from on there. Cal's in a bad spot. Last meeting was in 2023. Louisville won 34-3. I think it is here. 34-3 in Louisville. This game's going to be a lot closer than that. But I looked at Virginia Tech's roster. Louisville's got too much firepower. You're going to beat Virginia Tech. Then you're at home against Cal. So Cal gets to travel. Played Virginia Tech a couple weeks earlier. Now you got to go on the road and play Cal. Cal's got to come on the road and play Louisville. Cal plays Virginia at home the week before. This is, ironically, the first ever meeting between Cal and Louisville. And Cal, you're going to come all the way to Louisville and catch an L. Louisville's going to beat Cal. Then, Friday Night Lights. So you had 3 Friday night games. James Madison, the Miami game is actually a Friday night. I forgot to mention that. Third Friday night game. Home against Clemson. Oh, man. Clemson plays Florida State at home the week before. Last meeting was last year. Louisville won 33-21 at Clemson, which was Louisville's first ever win against Clemson. Clemson's pissed about it. They're going on the road to play Louisville. And Louisville, I'm sorry you're losing to Clemson. They're a better team than you are. Now you go on the road the following week at SMU. SMU has a bye the week before to prepare for you. I went back and forth on this game because you're on the road. They got a bye. You played Clemson the week before, so you're going to be a little bit beat up. Last meeting was last same year. SMU won 34-27 in Louisville. SMU has never lost to Louisville. They're 3-0 all time versus Louisville. And I'm looking at this with a 2 weeks prepare, even though SMU may seem to have a lesser roster. I've got you losing to SMU. Back-to-back losses for Louisville. Then you finish this closing out conference play. You finish the season at home, your rivalry game against the Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky plays at Vandy the week before, so they're going to kind of be on there. And that could be kind of a trap game for them, looking ahead to Louisville and going past Vandy. Last meeting was last year. Louisville won 41-14 at Lexington. Louisville's going to be at home against Kentucky, looking for something to prove. Being a fine note, they don't want to go 8-4 back-to-back years, and they're going to beat Kentucky. So, not maybe as some people would say they're going for hoping for 10-2, but I got you going 9-3, 5-3 in conference, and 4-0 in non-conference. You're 5-3 in conference. So, some of these games can be flipped. Yeah, the Pitt game could flip. The Virginia Tech game could flip. The SMU game could flip. Could you beat Miami? Maybe. Clemson? Maybe. I mean, this is Louisville's roster. Like Cade Klubnik going in there. It all depends if Miller Moss can play up to form. But I'm a feeling it's going to be kind of an up and down situation here with Miller. That he's going to have his good moments and his bad moments, which is why I figured 9-3. But you can let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments. So again, thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button. Hit that thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. All right. Without all the extras, here's the schedule again. You tell me, what do you think their win-loss record's going to be? So I'm going to go through it again. Home against Eastern Kentucky to start the year. Home against James Madison. Bye week. Home against Bowling Green. At Pitt. Home against Virginia. Second bye week. Now starts the 7 games in a row. At Miami. Home against Boston College. At Virginia Tech. Home against Cal. Home against Clemson. At SMU. Home against Kentucky. What do you think their record will be? Let me know down in the comments. Share the video if you want to, and if you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos that I've done. If you like it, hey, subscribe to the channel. You know, we're getting closer there. We're creeping up on 1K. 940-ish now. This is getting crazy. I honestly never thought I'd get to 1K, except for maybe like another year at this rate. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So, if you like what I do, check out the other videos. I don't do just preview videos. This is this part of the year where I preview the schools to let know what you think they're going to do over the course of the season. So, and there's other videos on there. If you like it, hey, subscribe to the channel. You know, I'm trying to get this thing to 1K, trying to make some magic happen. If you want to follow me on the craziest that is X, the link is in the description. So again, thanks again for everybody's watching. News happens, of course I'll bust in, but I got a lot more scheduled preview prediction videos to crank out. So we're going to keep going with all this as the sun's right in my face because it's like right here. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Everybody's having a great day. Be safe out there and please be good to each other.